So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called White Heat 1949. James Cagney and his new Warner Brothers hit White Heat. That's what the movie poster says. There's fascinating backstory to this. James Cagney has to be the greatest gangster of all time. This one and Angels with Dirty Faces have to be two of the greatest gangster films of all time, or at least out of the ones that I've seen so far. Love this film. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. 1949 U.S. film noir gangster film directed by Raoul Walsh, starring James Cagney, Virginia Mayo, Edmond O'Brien, Margaret Wycherly. She played Sergeant York's mother. I forgot to put her name in there. I better do it now. Margaret Wycherly and Steve Cochran. I don't know a lot of these actors. I only know like 4 of them. We'll put him in front of Fred Clark, since Fred Clark was only in it for like 5 minutes. We'll put her in front of Fred Clark in the description. Written by Ivan Goff and Ben Roberts, White Heat is based on a story by Virginia Kellogg, and it is considered to be one of the greatest gangster movies of all time. I tend to agree with that. I love this film. What a pleasant surprise this is. In 2003, it was added to the National Film Registry as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant by the U.S. Library of Congress. If you want to watch it on YouTube, I posted the link, and it's got the trailer inside for a free watch. But if you want to watch the movie on YouTube, you got to buy or rent it. What an incredible movie. Budget of $1 million or $1.3 million, box office $1.9 million or $3.483 million. It's quite a wide range. It's 114 minutes. A very long movie, but worth the wait. The ending is spectacular. Holy cow. It's like that great ending at it's like that great Angels with Dirty Faces ending. Anyway, Arthur Cody Jarrett is a ruthless, psychotic criminal. I don't think anybody could have played this better than James Cagney. Yeah. And I just watched Natural Born Killers too. He's leader of the Jarrett gang. This movie is rated G, by the way, according to YouTube. Although married to Verna, he is overly attached to his equally crooked and determined mother, Ma Jarrett. That was Sergeant York's mother. Cody and his gang rob a mail train in the Sierra Nevada mountains, killing 4 members of the train's crew. While on the lam, Cody has a severe migraine, which Ma nurses him through. He's always got these killer headaches. This guy is a complete psychopath. Played by the great James Cagney. He's got his gangster accent going. Afterward, Ma and Cody have a quick drink and toast top of the world before rejoining the others. The gang splits up. He keeps repeating that top of the world stuff. Informants enable the authorities to close in on a motor court in Los Angeles where Cody, Verna, and Ma are holed up. Cody shoots and wounds U.S. Treasury investigator Philip Evans, and Cody makes him escape. He then puts his emergency scheme in motion, confessed to a lesser crime committed by an associate in Springfield, Illinois, at the same time as the train job, a federal crime, thus providing him with a false alibi and assuring him a lesser sentence. He turns himself in, and he is sentenced to 1 to 3 years in state prison. Oh, kind of like The Wrong Road. This guy's giving himself up so that he gets a light prison sentence. Evans, however, plants undercover agent Hank Fallon, played by Edmond O'Brien, as Vic Pardo in Cody's cell. His task is to find the traitor, a fence who launders stolen money for Cody. On the outside, Big Ed Summers, Cody's ambitious right-hand man, takes charge. Verna betrays Cody and joins Ed. And Ma catches them kissing from the windowsill. Ed pays inmate Roy Parker to kill Cody. In the prison workshop, Parker attempts to drop a heavy piece of machinery on Cody, but Hank pushes Cody out of the way, saving his life and gaining Cody's trust. Bad decision, Cody. Ma visits, and she vows to take care of Big Ed despite Cody's frantic attempts to dissuade her. Little old lady's going after Big Ed. Not a very good tactic there on Ma's part. He starts worrying, and he decides to break out with Hank. Meanwhile, it is revealed that Verna has murdered Ma, whom she despised, by shooting her in the back. Big Ed knows this, and he holds this information over Verna to keep her with him. She tries to escape. When Cody learns of Ma's death by way of a new inmate, he goes berserk. In the mess hall, he concocts an escape plan. In the infirmary, he is diagnosed as having a homicidal psychosis. Yeah, that sounds about right. And he's recommended for transfer to an insane asylum. This guy is totally nuts. Another inmate sneaks him a gun, which Cody uses to take hostages. And along with Hank and their cellmates, Cody escapes. They also take along Parker. Cody later kills him in cold blood. He's got him locked up in the back of the car. And Parker says it's getting stuffy in here. So what does James Cagney do? He takes a gun and he shoots bullet holes in the trunk to give Parker air, but he's really shooting slugs inside Parker, who's inside the trunk. What a great scene. Anyways, you can see James Cagney really relishes this kind of bad guy role. Anyways, when they learn of Cody's escape, Big Ed and Verna anxiously await his return. I'll get back to the James Cagney saga with Warner Brothers later. Verna tries slipping away. Oh, I mentioned that already, but Cody catches her. Although Verna murdered Ma, she convinces Cody that Big Ed did it. She's a liar. She's just as conniving as the worst Black Widow blonde that you can imagine. So Cody guns Big Ed down. The gang welcome the escapees, including Hank, whom Cody likes and trusts. They start planning their next job. A stranger shows up at the gang's isolated hideout asking to use the phone. This is the Fred Clark character. He's in it for like 5 minutes. Hank is concerned. Cody introduces the stranger as a traitor, Daniel Winston, played by Fred Clark. Cody plans to steal a chemicals plant's payroll by using an empty tanker truck as a Trojan horse. Oh. He learns something from Greek mythology. This is Cody Jarrett. Hank says he will repair Verna's radio. Then Hank rigs a signal transmitter and he attaches it to the Trojan tanker. On the way to the plant, he manages to get a message to Evans. He scribbles something on a gas station bathroom mirror, and the police get a hold of it. The police track the tanker and they prepare an ambush. This is preparing for the big finale. The great James Cagney. The game gets into the payroll office, but the tanker driver, ex-con Bo Grio, recognizes Hank, and Bo Grio informs Cody. Having tracked the truck to Long Beach, California using direction finders, the police surround the building and they call on Cody to surrender. He decides to fight it out. Nobody's getting Cody Jarrett. The police fire tear gas in the office. Hank manages to escape. Cody tries to shoot Hank, but he ends up shooting one of his own guys in the tear gas fog by mistake. In the ensuing gun battle, the police kill most of Cody's gang, and Verna is arrested. She tries to weasel her way out of getting arrested with some kind of a silly plan to get Cody Jarrett to surrender. They said, the cops say, no way. And she goes, cheap copper. It's another great scene. She spits out her gum when she kisses James Cagney. She's incredible. Sleaze. Be sleazy, playa. Be sleazy. Anyways. Cody shoots one of his own men for trying to surrender. Another great scene. Finally, only Cody is still loose. He flees to the top of a gigantic globe-shaped gas storage tank. I don't want to spoil the ending too much, but anyways, I'll go into the production development here. Since they made a big deal out of this in the bonus feature, I'm going to go into even more detail for you, the viewers, on the special birthday edition of my channel. Oh, look, Karate Man's in the chat room. I didn't even notice that. One Man's Justice, a.k.a. One Tough Bastard, with Brian Bosworth. The Substitute with Tom Berenger. Okay. Karate Man says, almost every action movie I recommend is underrated. Cool. We like the hidden gems from Karate Man on this channel. All right. So I've got One Man's Justice. Also known as One Tough Bastard, 1995. And then The Substitute. I'll look for those movies later. The Substitute is 1996. Oh, thanks for the happy birthday. My son gave me some kind of cracker chocolate coconut things. And I ate all of them because I was super hungry. got like 4 hours of sleep after working graveyard. And I'm still not tired. I still can't nap for a long time because I slept for 120 hours during my vacation with my son. The substitute is 1996. Okay. I'll look for those later. Let me go back to the production development here. After winning an Oscar for Yankee Doodle Dandy, Cagney left Warner Brothers in 1942 to form his own production company with his business manager and brother, William. After making 4 unsuccessful movies, included the well-regarded but financially disastrous adaptation of William Saroyan's The Time of Your Life, Cagney returned to Warner in mid-1949. His decision to return was purely financial. Cagney admitted he needed the money and that he never forgot the hell Warner put him through in the 1930s when it came to renewing his contract. So he's kind of like Betty Davis. He's trying to finagle his contract. Likewise, the last thing Jack Warner wanted to see was Cagney back on his lot, referring to him as that little bastard. He vowed to never take him back. Cagney's new contract with Warner enabled him to make $250,000 per film on the schedule of 1 film per year, plus script approval and the opportunity to develop projects for his own company. Well, money talks. And you know what walks. To make good on his comeback, Cagney settles on the script for White Heat on May 6, 1949. He signs on to portray Arthur Cody Jarrett. Much to Jack Warner's dismay, it was writers Ivan Goff and Ben Roberts who suggested him for the lead, claiming there's only one man who can play Jarrett and make the rafters rock. Yeah, I guess you could say that. For years, Cagney resisted gangster roles in an effort to avoid typecasting, but Cagney decided to return to the genre after feeling his box office power waning. Following Cagney's attachment, Warner increased the production budget to $1 million. And he hired Raoul Walsh to direct. Walsh had previously worked with Cagney on The Roaring Twenties in 1939 and The Strawberry Blonde in 1941. I think I've seen The Roaring Twenties. Let's see. Yep. I reviewed that on July 21st of this year. The Roaring Twenties. However, Cagney was unhappy with the studio's decision to hire Walsh, in part because he requested Frank McHugh to be on the film, but Warner turned his friend down in an attempt to cut costs. Like I said, money talks, and you know what walks. The script is notable for reworking many themes from Cagney's previous films with Warner, most notably in The Public Enemy. Cagney smashed a grapefruit into Mae Clark's face. In White Heat, he kicks Virginia Mayo off in a chair. Another great scene. I don't know why Cody Jarrett has problems trusting the wrong people. He always gets the wrong people to work for him. Anyways, in Each Dawn I Die, his character suffers the ill effects of prison, where his character has a breakdown in prison mess hall. Another great scene. Furthermore, in The Roaring Twenties, Cagney fought with rival gangsters in a similar fashion to how Cody Jarrett stalks the double-crossing Big Ed Summers, portrayed by Steve Cochran. Tom Berenger. I don't even remember. I don't even remember what movies I saw with Tom Berenger. Not ringing any bells here. Oh, he was in Major League. I liked that movie when I was a kid. A Sniper series. I have it on my Netflix queue, but I haven't seen it yet. I don't really have an opinion of Tom Berenger. I guess he was good in Major League. I don't remember. Maybe I should go back to my Netflix. Look for these two movies that Karate Man's recommending on my birthday. And I'm going to get good sleep tonight, guys. Mates. Oh, no. First thing that pops up on Netflix is Rocket Man. Gay John Elton. I don't think I'll be watching Rocket Man anytime soon, even though my woke former coworker recommended it. One man's justice. There he is again in his baseball outfit. The gay Elton John in Rocket Man. Okay, the substitute. The Substitute is coming up as a horror flick. The makers of The Grudge present Ghost House Underground, The Substitute, and Night Watch. No, The Substitute from the directors of Night Watch. Sorry. Let's try YouTube. Let's see if they're on YouTube. Oh, Karate Man says Tom Berenger is the Charles Bronson 5. I don't think anybody has a Charles Bronson 5. What did Joe Bob Briggs? What did Joe Bob Briggs say about Charles Bronson? Something like God meant Charles Bronson to be seen 50 feet tall or something. Oh, Charles Bronson can be seen 30 feet high as God intended. That's what Joe Bob said. All right, let's try you two. One Man's Justice. Bruce Payne? I'm seeing it on YouTube. I'm going to add it to my list. Okay, that one's been added to my list. Now let's try The Substitute, 1996. Oh, wait a minute. This is only 5 minutes long. That's not going to work. Somebody reviewed it on Good Bad Flicks. I see Stone Cold on YouTube, but no One Man's Justice. Let's try The Substitute. Again, I see 2010 The Substitute, but I don't see either The Substitute or One Man's Justice on either Netflix or YouTube. Sorry, Karate Man. Then there's Substitute 2 from 2010. A lot of movies called Substitute. A lot of different genres, too. Got horror and something that looks like drama or something. I don't know. Anyways. Well. That's the end of my review. Sorry I couldn't pick up any of your recommendations, Karate Man, but I'm going up over 27 minutes, which is not unusual for when Karate Man enters the chat room. How come I haven't seen those Russian bots, by the way? It's just Karate Man in the chat room. He's the only one. He's the king of recommendations, the Karate Man. All right. Well, this one's highly recommended. I say check it out. Got to see it if you're into gangster movies and film noir later.